Hey Hawks, it's Miss Watts again with another instructional video on the Getting to Know You sentence prompts. Now, this is actually for my Principles in Technology class. Okay, if you are in DDMP, then you have your own instructional video. And if you are in my Gateway to Coding, you have a different video. And if you're in my TDS, then you have a different video. And the reason why you guys all have different videos is because you guys have different instructions and you guys have different sentences. So sorry to the students that have me for like 3 or 4 different electives. Sorry. So yeah, you're gonna have to do all of them for every single class you have for me, and they're all different. So don't blame me. Sorry. Okay, so anyway, so about the assignment, okay? There are some things in particular I kind of want to go over with you guys just to kind of make sure that we're on the same page and that you completely understand what I'm expecting from you. That way, there are no surprises when it's time for me to grade or assess your work. I'd rather you guys know what I'm looking for ahead of time. So that way we can kind of alleviate any miscommunications or basically you having a grade that's not what you expected because you missed some of the information. Okay. I also wanted to create this instructional video just in case you weren't able to attend class that day. And you should still be able to complete it by being able to access the video. So, and you'll see that for most of my assignments, especially during the beginning of the school year, is also going to have an instructional video included with it. And this is just to make sure that your parents aren't stressing out about having to teach you how to create some of your assignments or trying to translate what it means and tell you what all you have to do. I don't want your parents to stress about that. So I'm going to make sure that I include as much information in it as possible just to keep your parents from feeling overwhelmed. And trust me, it can get overwhelming for your parents. So whatever you do, give them a hug and a high five because they're going through a lot just like you are. Okay. And that's enough with me in my lecture about loving on your parents, but you should because they deserve it. Okay. So here we go. Back to the lesson. All right, so I'm just going to read some of the stuff on here. And then once I read it, I'm going to then explain it to you so I can make sure that we are all kind of like on the same page. And yeah, I have my coffee because it's like 11 o'clock at night and I'm recording this and then actually recording this during the summer and not during the school year. So yeah, and my twins are still up. I don't even know why they're up. Like seriously, like they don't ever go to bed, but they want to go to sleep when I need them to stay up. I'm being random again. Okay, here we go. All right, so it says draw an image that represents your character, your beauty, or intelligence. Please use a combination of 5 different shapes and a variety of colors. Okay, so listen. Here's what I suggest that you do. Okay, and I wasn't going to create a video to show you what I would do if I were doing this project because I didn't want you guys to feel overwhelmed. So you have 2 different choices. Okay. First choice is you can actually use your stylus on your Chromebook and you can just create something with that. Think of it this way, right? Every major company, right, they have a logo, right? And although that logo doesn't represent every aspect of the company, when they see that symbol, okay, people automatically think of that particular company. For example, Nike, right? When you see that Nike check, you automatically think that's Nike, right? So here's what we're going to do. Imagine that you are a corporation, you are a company, okay? And you're going to create an image that embodies and represents you as a whole person, okay? And guys, remember, we are only going to focus on the positive things, okay? And here's the deal. I am not expecting for you guys to be artists, okay? To be honest, whenever I'm asking you guys to create something, I am checking to look for your just your creativity. That's really it. I just need to see that you're creative. The only thing that I don't ever want to see in anything that we do are stick figures. That is not acceptable at all. If anything, just draw a gingerbread man, but do not do stick figures, okay? And guys, please remember that this is a high school credited course, okay? And unfortunately, I can't give you elementary or middle school level work and award you high school credit. It doesn't work that way, okay? And just know that any skill that you develop from project 1, you're going to need that skill in project 11. Everything that we do is an accumulation of skills that you're going to have to use in order to prove that you deserve high school credit for this course, okay? So just please keep that in mind, all right? So here we go. It needs to be basically 5 different shapes. So here is what I'm going to do, okay? So I have this open as a PDF. Got it? So I'm going to go to Microsoft Word and I'm going to open up a new, I'm just going to open up a new Word document, okay? And I know that it needs to be 5 different shapes, okay? And you guys are more than welcome to do the same thing that I'm doing right now, okay? So I'm going to go to the Insert tab, okay? And for some of you guys, this is going to be the first time that you have an encounter with using the tabs on Microsoft Word. At this point, I believe that we are still going to be online. I'm not 100% sure because I'm recording these during the summer. And right now, what you're seeing is basically something that I recorded, a while back. So if we're in the classroom right now, perfect. If not, it's okay. You guys can still look at the video and kind of understand what it is you need to do. Okay, so here's a good way to start off this part of the assignment. So we're going to go to the Insert tab. Okay, all of these things that you guys see here at the top, all of those words, those are called tabs. Okay, so then I'm going to go to shapes. Okay, and it has to be like 5 different shapes. So here's the thing. Okay, let's just say that I want to create a flower for my image. All right. So I'm going to just basically pull the shape. Here's what I did. I went to shapes and I left clicked on the heart and then bam, it pops up. Okay. So, oops, that's not what I meant to do. All right. So I have a heart here. Okay. Let's just say that I want to make a flower. Got it? So I am going to copy and I'm going to paste and I'm going to make this. Oh, so yeah, it's tripping. So, and this is how you rotate an image. Okay. So guys, look, I'm going to attempt to make this a flower. Okay. I am not using a lot of the shortcuts here. One, because a lot of my students aren't really familiar with all of the shortcuts. And what I like to do as the instructor is I like to teach lessons for the first time without it including all of the shortcuts, because everybody needs to know how to do all of this without having to use the shortcuts. Got it? Even though it is a lot easier. And it is true that it's a lot easier. However, I need to know that you guys know how to do it if it takes several steps as opposed to just like 1 or 2. Okay, so let's just say that this looks kind of weird, but let's just say that this is going to be my flower. Okay, the beginning parts of my flower. Now, I have 4 hearts here. Okay, now because I have 4 hearts, that does not count as 4 different shapes. That's 1 heart, 1 shape. Got it? So I'm sorry, that's 4 hearts. 4. Sorry, y'all, it's getting late. It's 4 hearts. But it's still 1 shape. So all of this only counts as 1 shape. Okay. So what I'm going to show you guys now is what we call grouping. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. All right. And this is only if you're in Microsoft Word and you actually have the full version, or you have the version where you can manipulate the shapes that you've added onto the document. Okay. So I'm going to click on the first heart. I'm going to hold the shift button down, okay? And I'm going to left click on all the other hearts that's there as well. Now, you'll see that every single heart has both lines and circles that surround it, okay? Those are what we call our editing. We used to call them editing squares, but that's not what they are anymore. It's editing circles, okay? So now I am going to move the cursor over one of the lines that's on the hearts, okay, or either on the editing circles, okay. I'm going to release the shift button, okay. Once I release the shift button, I'm going to right click my mouse and then I'm going to left click on group. Now that's going to make all of this one complete image. Okay. Now here's the deal. I want to now change the color of these. Okay. I want to make this red. Wait, here. Okay. So I'm going to make it red. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll do the same for all of these. Okay. Everything has to be red. Here we go. And there's an easier way to do this. But honestly, guys, at the beginning of the year, when we're first starting our assignments, I do not teach shortcuts. I just don't, because there have been times when the programs itself will update. And then because it's updated, my students don't know how to access some of the commands because that shortcut is no longer available. So I teach you guys the long way around, so that way you always know how to do it. Got it? Okay, so here we go. Now, I have these lines in here, okay? I don't want the lines. So I'm going to click on the bottom portion. Do you see the line right here at the bottom? Okay, I'm going to right click on it, okay? And do you see where it says outline? I'm going to click no outline, and that's going to make that disappear. Got it? So let's just say I want to make this bigger. Then I'm just going to expand it. If I want to make it smaller, I can make it smaller. Got it? So that's just what I'm going to do. All right. So now I want to insert another shape. Okay. I can, let's see, what do I want to go with? Sorry, y'all. I'm a little random. Okay. So let's just say I go with this. Okay. Y'all are probably thinking, what in the world is she doing? Like that's weird. And it is. It's pretty weird. Okay. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put it over here. No, I'm not. I'm not going to copy that yet. Okay, I'm going to use this for my leaf. Got it? And then I'm going to use something for my stem. Now, guys, keep in mind, okay, that you are going to have different shapes in order for you to get full credit for this particular assignment. All right? So I'm going to use this as my stem. Now, it definitely looks weird right here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on it. Okay, when I say click, I'm going to right click the mouse on this particular shape. Okay, and then I'm going to click on send to back. Do you see how that put it in the very back? Okay, now I'm going to, I didn't want to move that, but it's okay that I did. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to put it right here. Got it? Now, most flowers aren't going to have a blue stem, okay? So for this one, let me put it here, not here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and change the color, okay? So this, and here's an easy way to change the color. Just go to the Home tab. If it'll let me, there it goes. Okay, go to the Home tab. And I'm gonna go to Shape Format. Okay, and then I'm going to go to shape fill. Hopefully you guys see all this. And then I'm going to choose this color. Okay, now I'm going to click on shape outline. Okay, and then I'm going to click on no outline. Got it? Okay, so that's going to be my stem. All right, so I'm going to group this. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hold the shift button down. And then I'm going to click on my flower petal. Okay. And then I'm just going to move my mouse or the cursor to one of the lines, okay, that's in the image that I'm creating. And I'm going to right click on it. Got it? Once I right click on it, I'm going to left click and then left click on group. Got it? Now we have a stem and we have petals. That counts as two different shapes. Got it? So then I'm going to create my leaf. Okay. And I kind of want it to look like this. No, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this stem is too long. What do y'all think? I think it's too long. So I'm going to, okay, now, sorry, y'all, that's one of my twins. Okay, so I'm going to make the stem a little shorter, and I'm going to put this here. Really? Anyway. All right, so I'm going to change the color of this, and let's just say I'm going to make it green, but I'm going to make it a different color green, okay? So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to change the shape outline to no outline. Okay. Now I'm going to put the stem. I'm going to put it, not the stem. I'm going to put the leaf behind the stem. Okay. So I'm going to send it to back. Got it? Now, if you want to keep it to front, you can. I don't suggest that, but you can. So this was just to kind of like, I'm teaching. So this was just so you guys have an idea as to like how I created this. Now, if you wanted to insert, let me see. I'll insert this. Okay. Now I'll put that here. Got it? Now this would give me 1, 2, 3, 4 different shapes. Okay. And then I'm going to change the shape fill to maybe like a yellow. Got it? Now there's a way for us to highlight this and just like group it that way, but this probably won't let me do it that way today. And it's okay. It's not a problem. So I'm going to hold the shift button down and I'm going to click on my flower that I have so far. Okay. And I'm going to make sure that everything I've added has the editing circles around it. Okay. So then I'm also going to put my cursor back over one of the lines like I did previously. Okay. I'm going to right click. Okay. And then I'm going to left click on group. Got it? So I'm beginning to make my flower. You guys kind of understand where we're going with this? All right. So here's several ways in which you can add it to your particular assignment. Okay. So this is called the snipping tool. Okay. You can go to the start menu and you can type in snipping tool. Most of you guys have Chromebooks. You guys know how to access the snipping tool. So let's just imagine that I clicked on the snipping tool. Okay. And then I'm going to click on new. Got it? So once I click on new, you're going to see that the screen is going to kind of fade out, which is like, that's what it's supposed to do. Okay. So now here's what I'm going to do. Once I'm done with my creation, I'm just going to snip it. That's it. Okay. And then I'm going to save it. And then I can just copy and paste it and put it on my assignment. Got it? So that's just one way in which you guys can create your symbol. Okay. It's pretty much, it's pretty easy. If you guys need help with that, feel free to reach out. Let me make sure I have the right one up. Okay. Yeah, so feel free to reach out to me. I don't mind helping you guys out, okay? So make sure you have 5 different shapes. Every single shape needs to have a different color. Got it? Or a different tone of color. In other words, if you create something, and let's just say you have, I don't know, you're making a tree, okay? Whatever you're going to use, if you want to use the cloud shape to help create, I don't know, the different bushes in the tree or whatever, that needs to be a greenish color or whatever color you want it to be. And let's just say you were going to add green apples to that tree. Then you need to make those apples a different tone of green. You understand? But it also has to be a different shape. Okay. So that's just what I want you guys to create in this particular area. Let's just keep going. Okay. Now, these other questions, guys, I want you to answer them as honest as you can. I want you guys to also know that I am the only person that is going to actually read all of your answers. Okay. Shortly after you guys complete this assignment, you will have a discussion post that you guys will have to do. And there is an instructional video that goes over everything as far as what you need to do, what you should expect, how you should respond, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. I already have a video that's already there for you guys to look at. So that way it can kind of help you decipher what you need to say and how you need to say it. Okay. But just so you guys know, for this in particular, I am the only one that's actually going to read your responses. Okay. And then I want you guys to already kind of have in mind maybe 3 different questions that you don't mind sharing out to your classmates. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get to this. Now, let me go ahead and read the instructions. So, all right. So if you look at this, okay, you guys are going to see a book. Okay. Now you are going to act as if you are creating a book, and this book is all about you. Okay. Now, right here, you are going to create a name for your book. Got it? Make it catchy. Make it something that's gonna, just kind of get anybody else's attention. Just kind of an attention getter kind of thing. Okay. And then you're going to remember the logo that you created at the beginning of the assignment. You're going to copy and paste that logo here. Stop.
Mommy.
All right. Yes. What do you need? I'm actually teaching right now.
I found the other tablet, but it came on, but
Sorry.
he turned something on it.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
But can you still play on it?
No. Good night.
It died.
Yeah. Go to bed. Anyway. Okay, guys. Now, after you place your logo here, okay, you're going to go online and you're going to find your favorite quotes, okay? And then you're going to put your quotes here. Now, this is just kind of basically giving you guys an example of what should go where, okay? Now, for this part, you're going to create your name using block letters. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to do that, okay? All right. So I'm going to open up a new Word document. Okay, now this is a lot easier than it looks. All right, so I'm going to go to the Insert tab. And guys, remember everything that I'm going over now, you're going to need to know how to do this because you're going to need this skill from Project 1 all the way down to Project 11. Okay, so any skill that I'm trying to get you guys to learn is because you're going to need to use that skill from this point forward in all of your creations. Okay. So we're going to go to this particular icon, and this is called word art. I explained in my other previous videos, hopefully you guys have seen some of those already, that whenever you hold the cursor over a certain icon, it should explain to you what it is that particular icon does. So like it says, insert word art, and it says add some artistic flair to your document using a word art text box. Got it? So I'm going to click on here, and you guys pick whatever letter you want. Okay, doesn't matter. So here's the deal. So we're using block letters, right? So my first name is Nicole. Got it? So I am only going to put one letter inside of my text box. Got it? Now I am going to then, I'm going to highlight it. And then once I highlight it, you're going to see a menu option, a menu button pop up. Got it? Now you can choose any script that you want. I'm going to go with this one. Okay. And I'm also going to increase the size to 72. Okay. Now, this right here, this is going to help you to rotate it. This is going to come in handy. All right. When you are creating your book, your block letters for your book. Okay. And once you finish with this, it's really just a matter of you copying and pasting your particular creation or your particular letter individually. You're just going to paste them individually on your book. Okay. Your book cover for the end of the assignment. Okay. Now, here's the deal with this. Okay, I want to change it up. I want to make it look a little different. Okay, so I'm going to click on Quick Styles, and I'm going to go to Transform. Do you guys see that? And then I can pick any of these. Now, here's the deal. I would appreciate it if you guys only stuck to the first row. Please don't go crazy and start doing a whole bunch of other stuff with it, because right now that's a little bit too much. Okay, if you want to add a glow, remember, all of this is going to be under Quick Styles. Now, guys, I want to show you something in case you cannot find the formatting tab, okay? I want you to notice that when I clicked out of that, okay? Now, if you look, there's no editing squares or editing circles around my N, okay? Here's how I get that on there, okay? Now, remember, we went to the Insert tab and we clicked here for word art. Got it? And we picked whatever one we wanted. Now, when you're spelling all the rest of the letters for your first name, you can pick different ones. They don't all have to be the same style, okay? However, okay, so here we go. So I don't see the formatting tab here. Here's how you get to the formatting tab. You want to click on the letter, and then when you see that the editing circles are around that particular letter, you're going to see shape format pop up. So let me show you guys one more time. So you don't see it when it's here, okay? If there's no editing circles, you're not going to see the format tab. Once you click on it, then you're going to see the format tab. See where it says shape format? That's what you're going to look for. Okay. So I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to click on shape format. Okay. I'm going to go to quick styles. If I want to add a glow, I can add a glow. If I want to add a reflection, I can add a reflection. If I want to add a shadow, I can add a shadow. Okay. It's limitless. Okay. If I want to change the color of my letter, sorry, that would be, I told y'all wrong. Okay. It would be here. There we go. Wait, that's doing, hold on, y'all. I don't want to tell y'all wrong. Give me a second. That's the text outline. Yeah, okay. All right, so there we go. I was telling you guys right. I just wanted to make sure. All right, so this is how you change the color of your letters on the inside. Got it? And this is all in Microsoft Word. Okay. If you want to change the outline of it, that would be here. Got it? So it's still the same color on the inside, different color on the outside. If you want the outside to be thicker, as far as the outline, then you just choose one of these. Don't choose this because this looks kind of sloppy. I would definitely go, don't go past 1, okay? Because otherwise it's just going to look really sloppy, and that's not what you want to turn in for your first creation assignment, okay? So hopefully I kind of gave you guys enough information for y'all to go and create it on your own. If not, if you need some help or whatever, I am more than happy to help you guys out with that. But that's basically what you're doing. So guys, keep in mind that once you create this, let's see, let me show you how big it is. So that way, so look, as long as you can resize your letters, you can make it fit here. All right. If you can fit your first and last name, that's perfect. If not, and guys, it's going to go here. Okay. So the first letter is going to go here, and it's going to go all the way down. Okay. All right. So I think that's really all I need to go over with y'all. Oh, no, there's one thing I need to mention. So guys, when you are completing this assignment, it is vital, extremely important, that you do not respond in text message format. Once again, this is a high school credited course, okay? You cannot turn in elementary/middle school level work and expect to get high school credit. It does not work that way. You are expected to produce the same level of work that a high schooler would produce. Okay. Although you are physically in the 7th and 8th grade, academically, you are in high school when you are taking this course. Okay. You need to write incomplete sentences. In other words, if I asked you, what is your favorite number? The response should be, my favorite number is, and then you spell it out. Okay. Or if it's over the number 10, then you can just write the digits, but it needs to be incomplete sentences. I don't know how to stress this enough. Okay. I don't really have issues if you have a couple of misspelled words, because guys, let's face it, there are going to be times when I'm going to have misspelled words. Okay. It's not done intentionally, but it happens. If your assignment is 95% or more misspelled words, I'm going to send it back to you and you're going to redo it. Okay. If I see a lot of text message formatting in your responses, you're going to do it over. I'm not going to accept it. Okay. There just comes a point in time where something is acceptable and other times it's not. And when it's time to turn in your work for you to get high school credit, text message writing is not acceptable at all, unless the assignment calls for it. And I don't recall an assignment where you're required to do that. Okay. So just know that there's a difference between schoolwork and you sending messages to your friends. And so we don't want it to look the same way. Okay. All right. So once again, guys, if you have any questions, any concerns, if you need clarification on anything, please, by all means, reach out to me and I will make sure that I'm available to help you. If you feel like there's something that I did not mention or explain on here, please reach out to me, so then maybe I can add it or add another video to expound on what I don't know, probably missed or something. I don't know. It is 11:30 at night. And my kids are still up. Like, I understand what your parents are going through. Trust me. Okay. But anyway, okay. Well, that's it for this particular assignment. I hope I helped you guys out, and I will see you guys later. Bye.